So I have 10 minutes to talk about me, and I thought that what better than talking about the challenges which I have faced as an entrepreneur and how my journey as an entrepreneur has evolved immediately after the graduation from our alma mater. So I hope you are able to see my presentation. So I'm as usual, I'm so used to drawing PPT boards, so I will have to have PPT supporting me. That's what they have taught us, right? So, anyways, so I'm going to use my PPT to for the purpose of this presentation. So here we go. So this is the quote which is very close to my heart, and I always strongly believe this that the first stage of entrepreneurship is to think about taking risk. And I believe this quote, which Swami Vivekananda said, is you take risk in your life. If you win, you can lead. And if you lose, still, you are a good mentor, you are a good guide for other people. And that's what, fortunately, I have done very well. I would not say that I'm grossly very successful. Still, there's a long way to go because, in terms of adding value to society, the quest is still on. But still, in terms of developing right products for right people, I think pretty much I'm in good track. Uh, so I'm going to talk about the risk which I took at every stage of my career. Why I took that risk, because this is a typical question with all of us will have in mind that why someone would take the risk, what is the fallback option, and ultimately what return one generated after taking that risk. My presentation will not be very technical investing oriented. I have two phenomenal panelists who are, I'm sure, going to put a lot of insight into investing world. But after 30 minutes, we will have a lot of Q&A related to investing. So kindly look at me from my journey perspective right now. So the first level of risk which I took after I did my chartered accountancy in 2001 was to join a mutual fund company in Mumbai in sales department. And that was actually quite a risky proposition because no one would really want to do a sales activity after one has done a CA. But the strategy was that I wanted to get out of the comfort zone of doing orthodox in office job. As a chartered accountant or any research oriented job, you always want to prefer to be in office and do more sedentary work because that always gives us physical comfort. But then I wanted to get out of that comfort zone and get into a hardcore sales activity. The fallback was that I was a CA, so I could have always assumed that I will get at least an accountant job in my career. But the gain which I got was I learned the art of selling, which is, I think, the most important life skill which anyone can inculcate. And that can only happen once you actually go inside the job. No one can actually teach you sales, bookish. No business school can teach you sales, but obviously we can, and we have been fortunate to attend that sessions. We can lay the foundation of how to do sales, but obviously we can't excel in sales till we do it. In 2002, the other risk which I took is I came back to Calcutta. That's where my family base is. That's where I've done my study. And I started my own mutual fund distribution business. Now, the strategy there was that mutual fund industry that time was poised for a growth. Unit 64 crisis happened round about that time. And it was a good opportunity for me to build up a business there. But the fallback was always that my family is based out of Calcutta, so I always had this feeling that कुछ नहीं हुआ तो कलकत्ता में at least comfortably रह पाएंगे परिवार के साथ. But the gain was that I understood the art of conceptualizing a business and I witnessed failure. And I think this was one of the most important learning in my life that I failed in that business miserably and I was quite directionless what to do. But then fortunately during that time derivatives market was launched in India and because I had a bit of background of financial market because of my family, I got into derivatives trading with my family and fortunately we were able to make good money for ourselves because that time there was a very good arbitrage opportunities available in derivative markets, kind of free lunch for people who were there in the market during that time. Now in 2003, again, I took a risk and I went for my MBA during the peak time of my trading career. I was actually making good money as a trader, but I thought that the strategy was that I can make certain money as a trader, but I can't build a business around it. So I thought that I should develop my broader business skills and learn the art of doing business from some good business school. The fallback was I already was doing trading, so it was not a question of survival anymore. And the gain was how to after doing my MBA, you know that the kind of gain you get is how to manage people, how to think big, and how to build team around your bigger vision. The risk four which I took after my MBA was I did not join JP Morgan. That's where I got the placement. Thank God I was part of the placement committee, so I got one of the best jobs there. Just kidding. So I got placed in JP Morgan, but I didn't take the job. I took a job which was half the salary in a broking firm where commodities market was just growing in our country. So the strategy was explore new industry and become early mover there because A, there are not many smarter guys already there, so you will get highlighted very fast. And second, you learn a lot when you are part of a new industry. The fallback was MBA तो है ही तो नौकरी तो लगी जाएगी. And the gain which was phenomenal is that I started thinking big and I started realizing the potential of building team around that big vision. Now, the risk five which I took was in 2006. I left everything. I came back to Calcutta and I started my own commodities trading desk. The strategy was commodities market was something which I knew, I understood, and I thought I can build a business around it. So I started my own trading of commodities and then I expanded and built up my team. Fallback was कि family business is there. कुछ तो कर ही लेंगे कलकत्ता में वापस जाके. And the gain was I built an organization which has almost 200 full-time employees, full-time traders and support team and knowledge and research team working in our desk right now. 2006, I realized time to take another risk, and I thought algo trading is going to be the big thing globally, and it is already a big thing now in India as well. So I collaborated with some, and I am not a techie. I'm a chartered accountant, so I don't understand tech at all. At least during that time, I can say. And I collaborated with a team of IITIM graduates, and we started algo trading based out of Bombay. It's called iRage. The strategy was algo trading is going to be a big thing, and manual trading is going to get marginalized and suffer. The fallback was I was already making money as a manual trading desk owner. The gain was I learned the art of trading technology. Now anyone can actually compete with me on technology. I am pretty much updated on the quant and the technology part of the market. Again, 2013, the next level of risk which I took when one of the IIM Indore 2 years junior, Vineet Patawari from Calcutta, he joined us. And we thought that now let's do something bigger for society. बहुत हुआ कुछ अलग करते हैं कुछ बड़ा करते हैं. And the strategy is to do what Michael Bloomberg has done for institutional investor. Can we do it for retail investors? And we have been continuously building on the whole ecosystem which is relevant for individual investor to become independent in market. The fallback is that fortunately for 10 years of hard work, we have already built a capital for ourselves. So घर खर्चा चल जा रहा है कोई problem नहीं है. So there is an opportunity to look beyond the घर खर्चा. The gain is now I am much more satisfied of what I am doing because now I am doing something for the larger goal and it will eventually add value in society. So as we speak, these are the two products which we are very much focused. eLearn Markets is the largest portal, e-learning portal of financial markets in India. We have almost 200,000 learners now with more than 100 modules and 100 experts. We create a lot of YouTube free videos. If you visit YouTube, eLearn Markets, you'll see a lot of fantastic videos created by us. And Stockage is turning out to be a Bloomberg for retail investor in India with everything which an investor would need to analyze stock market as well as mutual funds, right? This is where you can connect with me. I'm pretty much active on Twitter. My handle is Vivek Bajaj. I'll be more than happy to guide you, to help you, to answer your queries and see if I can add any value to your career. I'm pretty much done. Bye bye.